What's up, boys? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, Moses. Huh? Huh? I got a new chair. Look at that. People from the Patreon already know, but Marcus, IKEA Marcus, IKEA Marcus. Yeah, I got it. I got a new chair. The old chair is just slightly out of frame there.
I would be guzzling buckets.
Guzzling cum.
Joblo from Kokomo resubscribed for 31 months. 31
Yeah, it's like
guzzled glizzies. They call me the Glizzard Wizard.
the Glizzard, Glizzard Wizard. Thank you, buddy. 31 months, crazy. So, you know what they say? Either go big or go home. Okay? And since I didn't go big, I went home, which is IKEA. You know? Old trusty, you know? It was 200 bucks. Pretty good for a chair, I think. All reliable. Easy assembly. Fairly light, you know? I think that's fine. It's okay. Would it be like, would I say that it's way more comfortable than the previous one? Probably not, but it looks is pretty decent. Pretty decent chair, you know? And actually, like, I thought about that, maybe like, I didn't want to have a headrest, because I didn't want it to show up on the stream, but, yeah, right. But, I actually don't mind it. It's chill, you know? And it doesn't squeak anymore, boys. No more squeaking of the chair, right? Awesome. All reliable. Fairly easy assembly. 6 bolts. I should have actually filmed the assembly and posted it on Patreon. Instead, you got my review on Patreon. Tune in to Patreon to see the review of this chair. But it was very... is it more comfortable than the other chair? But I already said. Not really. It doesn't feel like it. But maybe I'll get used to it. It just feels different, okay? It just feels different. It was in the morning. What's up, buddy? It was in the morning, so I didn't... Now I'm thinking about it, I should have just... I should have filmed the assembly. Anyway. You know, I had an idea before. Hi from Kiev. Привет. Bro, I thought about a device that I would love. Okay? I would love a device like that. I just pretty much looked at what I have on my table. And I think a lot of people would love a device like this. So... Let me draw you a picture, right? So, on me table, right? On me table, on me table, I have 3 main things. I have a Wi-Fi, okay? I have Wi-Fi here, right? Pretty much everyone here has a Wi-Fi box, router, right? Router, whatever. Pretty much everyone has one at their home, obviously, like for, you know, having Wi-Fi at your fucking... Everyone has a Wi-Fi at their home, okay? So, 100%. Now, I have a Google Home, Google Home. It's a smart speaker. It doubles as my sound bar for my computer. Pretty handy as it's multifunctional. I like it, right? This is an older version. This is a Home Max that they released quite a while ago. Because it has an aux port and it's like a big speaker. Obviously the AI component of this is fucking dog shit. It's stupid as fuck, but you can voice control some of your stuff. That's fine. I'm sure they're gonna substitute this with Bard. it's like a perfect substitution. So it's gonna be like actually useful. And then a new addition to my setup is a Thunderbolt hub, right? It's a hub with a bunch of ports, right, at the back. And I just connect it with one cable to my laptop. Okay, makes sense, right? What if all of this was one thing? Would people buy it? I feel like combining this is absolute, like, very smart thing to do, right? Questionable about the hub, but like Wi-Fi and smart speaker, I think it's like a match made in heaven. Would you disagree? It's like this thing needs internet, right? So it's better to connect it via cable. Maybe you can like even troubleshoot some internet via voice commands if it's if it has if it has actual AI in it. You disagree? Why? You don't have a smart speaker at home? Because everyone has Wi-Fi. You don't have a smart speaker? No. You can have some component of AI working offline. Mixing tech products in one usually turns out pretty badly. Does it really? How come? Name me a couple of examples. Dude, so my Google Home is Max version, right? It's Google Home Max. It's the only smart speaker that has an aux port. It's so useful. I don't want my Wi-Fi router as my smart speaker. Just for the cables, the router has to be in a different place. Oh, you have a router somewhere else? Well, I have a router on my table. Don't you have to connect your smart speaker to power anyway? Don't you have an Ethernet cable near your... Modem and router in one is worse than them separately. Bro, I've heard about this. I've heard about this thing like modem. The fuck is a modem? I've never seen that fucking thing in my fucking life, dude. What is a modem? TV with speakers worse than TV and separate speaker? It's because TVs have shitty speakers. Modem is ISP's router? Why would I give a fuck about that? It's their fucking problem. I don't give a fuck. They can shove it up their ass and fucking walk with it. I don't give a shit where it is and what it does. I don't care. I plug a cable in my router and I have Wi-Fi. I don't give a fuck. I've never seen one in my fucking life. Why do I give a shit where it is? Big security risk. I like isolation. What is security risk? If speaker breaks, everything breaks. Oh, that's true. Okay, that's actually a very good point. If one thing breaks, you're fucked. I would agree with that. I would agree with that. But less cables though, bruh. Man, I would love a thing like this. I would love a thing like this. Like, so Google did something like this, like a Wi-Fi plus smart speaker, but it's never like an actual router. It's like a Wi-Fi extension point, which I don't fucking ever would need. To be frank, speakers rarely break. Well, that's true. I honestly, I don't remember a device that I had that just like actually broke on its own. I don't remember last time it happened. It either works and it never breaks, or it just like was broken from the beginning. No, that is actually a very good point. I would still buy this thing. I would still buy it just because I'm fucking crazy about the cables. It just so many of them. I don't know. I would buy it, but I know that Logitech made like a pro. I don't even know. People apparently buy it, but it's like a conference speaker. It has microphones in it, and it's like a speaker. So when you call to people, you don't need to wear any headphones. It's like a hub thing that sits on your desk, and it's literally like microphone speaker combo. So when you talk into it, like it's for boomers, right? So because I have like these 3 devices, and I know that I need all of these 3 devices, right? But I also thought that it would be really nice to have a hub plus smart speaker, because you could just connect everything with one cable to your laptop and you would have a big ass good speaker. You wouldn't need to connect it some other way, right? And you would have a hub in it as well, so you wouldn't need like extra power bricks, because this one has a power brick, this one has power, this one has power. It's like 3 extra fucking things. It could be like 1 socket. It could supply power to my laptop too. Google likes to discontinue stuff randomly. I mean, pretty much my Google Home is pretty much discontinued. They don't sell it anymore on their website. I don't think they even gonna... maybe they will bring Matter, the new fucking thing that they want to scale with like much faster connection to smart things. Maybe they will bring Matter, but bro, an aux port for me is just like an absolute. Your hub doesn't have audio. It does. It's a smart speaker, but it's the only smart speaker that you can buy that has an aux port. And my aux port is connected to my monitor, and I can play music out of it. Or like, for example, I can switch. You can see it right here, my monitor. So if I click a button here, you can hear it from my... Oh, maybe you can't actually. Oh, I think it plays in OBS directly. But it goes out of my speaker. I just click one button and it mutes my headphones, and it puts the song on the speakers. I just plug an old laptop into high quality dumb TV to watch stuff. Is that convenient? I don't like having the idea of many things into one, because once one goes bad, just becomes obsolete. You gotta throw away the device and find... I mean, how can it become really obsolete? Like, in a sense that, okay, if this Wi-Fi has like 2.5 gig ports, then you're like good to go for like quite a while until internet is gonna be until you're gonna have like 5 gigabit per second broadband in your home, and you would need like a newer router. But I agree with you that that's also a very good point. So so what do we have at this moment? We have problem number 1 is if break... Wow, I can't see shit here. How do I make it bigger? Oh, there we go. If breaks, all broken. If obsolete, all obsolete. These are pretty... But these are very good. So the first one is not very good thing for companies, but the second one, companies would love this shit, right? Because I'm just thinking about like if a company would actually make something like this. I actually thought that, you know who would be really good at making this? Microsoft. They could absolutely make fucking smart speaker with their Bing AI. And they also make hubs. They could make a hub plus speaker. I don't know if they make any Wi-Fi boxes though, because I know Google doesn't make hubs. but they make Wi-Fi and smart speakers. Microsoft also makes speakers. I'm pretty sure they could make a really good device out of that and slide into that market territory of Google of smart speakers. Imagine like actually releasing a smart speaker that is not fucking stupid, like actually smart, right? Because I need smart speaker to control my lights and shit. I don't know. I think Google could also make it, but I don't know. They I don't know. It seems like Google is playing catch up now. I don't think they are doing very good job in like new things, making new things. You don't like voice controls? I don't like them either. But the problem with here is if it's gonna be this, then it's gonna be okay. Cortana smart speaker? I actually don't remember. I have Sonos and they're fantastic. Is that a smart speaker? Wait, I think it is. But I remember I've seen a review of it. It doesn't have an aux port. Last time I've seen a Sonos speaker. Am I wrong? Microsoft doesn't make great consumer products. Back in the day they used to. I thought Microsoft Surface was pretty good laptop for like pretty good laptop it was, no? Surface Book, whatever the fuck they called it. I think some of their mices, all their mices were pretty good. I mean, they make Xbox controllers. You know, I just feel like you should have like a home console, right? Like a thing that does many things that you kind of need. Like, okay, the hub is a questionable thing, but I feel like for most people now, you work at home. And not everyone, I feel like most of like normies probably just have laptops and they probably just connect them. They probably just work from them and they don't use any hubs, but a little bit more sophisticated users use some like dongles or something, right? Or it may even connect to a bigger monitor. That's a Thermomix. What are you talking about? Okay. That's one kind of original. Laura Instagram has been fired from Fox News. I don't know who that is. Some fucking conservative crazy bitch. She'll be at CNN. True, dude. I've seen this screenshot from CNN with like some statistic, and they literally flipped. They flipped the days of the week to confuse people. Did you see that? Dude, CNN, somebody said in chat that CNN was bought by like some fucking crazy right-wing cunt. Oh my god, CNN's gonna be fucking dog shit now, bro. That's crazy, dude. How the turntables? What the fuck are those? What the hell? Oh man, oh man. Look at those. Jesus Christ. The fuck is this? A volume knob? Holy shit. CNN was always dog shit? No, not really. I disagree. Maybe I'm confusing CNN with something else. Damn, yeah, ahead of the curve, huh? I mean, listen, Microsoft, I would actually agree with you. Microsoft was pretty good with like new products. They had a lot of like products that were ahead of the curve. I think it was just like a little bit too early and they could never really nail it. I feel like that was the problem with Microsoft, Because they were the first ones to have a smartphone with a touch screen, but they didn't adapt the software for it. And then Apple did both, right? They had the first tablet, but again, they had an issue with the, like, what do you actually do with it? Actually, when you think about it, Microsoft was really good with hardware, but actually shit with software. Beyond Windows, which a lot of people complain, but it's crazy how much it does. 99.9% of time CNN is shit. Oh, come on, man. Their market is at office products. Bro, they gonna make a fucking bank with this fucking AI shit. They're now putting that shit everywhere, bro. It's, dude, a lot of businesses are gonna hop on that fucking train. Are you sure they were the first? Well, maybe you're right. Maybe it's like, well, they were earlier than Apple, but BlackBerry was first with what? Like a smartphone? We can actually Google, but you need to make Windows open source. It would be amazing, you say? I don't know. That would be interesting. I think like Microsoft, like they trying to. I think Microsoft should just make Windows free. And yeah, I would agree actually. That'd be amazing. Open source Microsoft Windows. That'd be so cool, dude. Their AI is overrated. Everyone will catch up within a year. That is true, but you will get a lot of customers because you're among the first ones. Like for example, if you have Office Suite with apps that do like everything much better than anyone else, the companies will jump the ship to be way more efficient. Absolutely. I've seen their videos about like what their AI can do. I would love I would love those features right now. I would love them. That would save me so much fucking time and hassle. Not to make presentations, I could just tell it to make a presentation and it would like fucking make it for me and insert pictures and shit. Oh my god. Work with fucking tables and Excels, I hate that shit. And if it could do for me, oh my god, that would be so good. Same with like everything else. I know Google will catch up with that, but you know, it might take them like an extra year or half a year to catch up. It's still like a lot of time for a company. They can save a lot of money. Like, but then again, after you use, let's say you're a company and you use Google Suite. We use Google Suite. Let's say Microsoft releases their AI shit and everyone wants to do it with AI, so we switch to Microsoft. And then Google says, oh, okay, we have what Microsoft has now. And we're like, well, we're already on Microsoft. It would be really annoying to bring people back and train them again with new shit, right? So it's like when companies switches because of like high efficiency potential, they don't want to switch back if there's no efficiency benefit. You just lost your client, basically. And then at that point, what Microsoft needs to do is that you just need to, go with the flow, go with the market, and introduce new features. But at that point, it's much easier because you already got the clients. But again, having this dumb AI in your smart speakers would be infinitely better than whatever the fuck they have right now. It's so fucking dumb and annoying. I don't know, man. It just Some of it is hardware issue too. Most companies wouldn't pay a premium now and prematurely shift. The thing is, when you have a lot of workers, you will save a lot of time with AI. I'm telling you, I'm saving. Scammer claims to be kidnapped Putin and says war was started by Buddy Double. This is Vladimir Putin, president of Russia. Some people kidnapped me and put my duplicate in Russia. I didn't start the war, he did. I escaped and now hiding in your country. Can you send me 3,000 rupees so I can go back to Russia and stop this war? This is real me. I can send selfie. That'd be so funny. Bro, like honestly, he says it's all a lie. It's all a fucking Buddy Double. But man, I would just really like a device like that, honestly. But maybe at some point. I feel like it's such a, I don't know. I feel like there's so much dumb shit that is released that people don't really want. Like fucking smartwatches. Who cares, bro? Who gives a fuck about a smartwatch? Anyone here has a smartwatch? I thought that it's like good at first. I thought it's like if you wanna get a watch, you absolutely should get a smartwatch instead of a regular watch. But then I was like, who the fuck wants to carry a watch, bro? It's like another fucking thing you carry. Fuck it. I don't care. I don't want it. My wrist sweats and it kind of hurts. I don't like it. Yeah. The problem is not that the smartwatch is useless. It's like people don't want to wear watches. You don't need it. You have a smartphone, right? When people wore a watch because you needed to know the time, well, that was a pretty important factor. Now that you have a fucking phone, you don't need a watch. It's jewelry for men, bro. That is like super stupid. If you have a regular watch, that's like twice as stupid than just having a smartwatch. I use a smartwatch as a kitchen timer. I use my home speaker as a kitchen timer. Very useful. You just tell it, especially when you have like nasty hands, you just yell across the room. It's not that far from me. I just tell it, put a timer for fucking 10 minutes, and it does. You know what, you know what, listen. А що там за відео? Yo, this live? Yes.
Як ідеології сучасної
Maybe I'll watch it. I don't know. Is it good? You love how it feels? Your grandpa has 8 Rolex watches. Was that supposed to strengthen your argument? I feel like it helps my argument. Old boomer doesn't know where to spend money. Spends on fucking watches, dude. You have several rooms. I don't know. Put a fucking $20 smart speaker fucking on your kitchen, dude. It's so good. For like timers and shit, it's really good. I mean, it can do more. It can give you like recipes and shit, but it's definitely gonna become way smarter. But I'm asking so much. Like when I'm cooking, I'm asking a lot of stuff from ChatGPT now instead of Google Home. But I would love if Google Home could do that. I thought about like, is it possible? I know that there's an open source smart home like thing. Do they have like, did people already like fucking put ChatGPT in there or not? I'm faster on my smartwatch setting timers. What if you have dirty hands? You would like fucking, they're oily, and you would touch your watch? Really? Also, like, you know how I really want to open my door with like a smart ring or something like that? Or like pay instead of a phone with like a smart ring? You can all do that with a watch, I know that. So, that's actually useful. To do that with a watch, that's actually useful. But then, you kind of like, if you want to touch your watch everywhere, it kind of like scratches it. I don't know. Yeah, I never liked wearing watches either. I just don't like it. It's when it's warm weather, like your hand is all fucking like sweaty and shit. You can set the timer on your phone. Why? I can just say, "Hey Google." It didn't work. Never mind. That's a I can just say, "Hey Google, set timer for 5 seconds."
Okay, 5 seconds. And that's starting now.
I don't feel like it was 5 seconds, but you know? And it just works. Guys. Yeah. That didn't work out, but well, it's fucking because it's old and piece of shit, dumb fucking piece of shit thing. Okay, I don't know where the microphones are in this thing. I feel like I need to dust them. They might be just like he doesn't hear me well. But yeah. If your hands look like this, if your hands don't look like this after a day when you're eating your lunch, you're a little liberal sissy. So, yeah. You only can wear smartwatches or any kind of watches if you're a liberal sissy. You can set the timer on your phone. Why? I can just say, "Hey Google." It didn't work. You can set the time. True, man. True, you know? I can just say that. No, smartwatches is better than regular watches. Oh no. This is Vlad's face when he sees you buying a regular watch instead of a smartwatch. Google works on phone too. Yeah, but it's annoying when you have a speaker, right? If it doesn't work on my phone. I turned it off. Anyway. Guys, I'm super excited. I should have my laptops in a couple of weeks. Bro, I just realized how long I have to wait still. Wait, maybe they're actually here, but just went to they went to
what happens at right.
They went to I was listening to a Destiny debate. They went to customs. Let me check real quick. But anyway, do you use any like Thunderbolt hubs at home, or you don't do that? Okay, where are my laptops? Let me check real quick. Photo service. Okay, it was shipped on the 9th. Today is 17th. And what about the other one? It was shipped on the 16th? Oh my god! It's the one that I actually want. It's the Lenovo one. Okay. So I'm gonna get the Asus one much quicker. Yo, what's up with them? What happened to the music? It just fucking died? Listen on this device? Your account is being used on another device? The fuck? Yeah. Getting hacked right now, live. Use what? Yeah, it's gonna be... Use what? What use what? What use what? What? Yeah? What? What is this? Half-Life 2 short mod?
Attention, stabilization team leaders. Report deservice.
Over here! Ha! No, you don't! Dr. Freeman, I presume. You better hurry. The Combine can be slow to wake, but once they're up, you don't want to get in their way. Dr. Kleiner said you'd be coming this way. I don't think it occurred to him that you might not have a map. I'm Alex Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa. I'm sure you don't remember me, though.
What am I watching right now? I just clicked it. I don't know. They clickbaited
Words,
me.
aren't you? Remember him from Black Mesa? Your old administrator. Don't get my dad started on Dr. Breen. Through here.
It's a 2-minute video that feels like an eternity. I feel like the
Funny, you
payoff,
showing up on this day in particular.
the payoff is not gonna be good, right? I regret everything, dude. Should I just end? Should I just end the stream right now? Jesus Christ, so fucking bad, bro.
The best.
Okay. Why do we threat the world with the nukes, guys? Why? Because it's funny.
Сергей,
He's gay.
в последнее время часто в стране говорят о ядерном оружии, о применении ядерного оружия. На ваш взгляд, зачем Россия, ну так сказать, пугает мир ядерным оружием? Для чего?
Россия никого не пугает.
Ну,
What do you mean?
This video was inspired by the Telegram channel of Dmitry Medvedev. Dmitry Medvedev is the ex-president of Russia, and right now he is doing something to the
Medvedev,
government.
guys.
Almost each of his
Actually true. Thompson promised. Medvedev is actually under my table sucking my balls right now.
posts on Telegram is
Sweaty
about
and nasty ass
Ukrainian
balls. I
Nazis
didn't wash them for a week and he fucking gobbles them up.
and the fact that
He
we
loves
have
them
a
fucking
very
nuts.
strong, very powerful weapon. Check this out. It skyrocketed after
Russian government nuclear threats.
the start of Ukraine.
Yo!
That's what this video is about.
говорит о нем, вот, упоминает часто.
Для того, чтобы другим повадно не было.
Ну, они сказали, готовы применить, но не будем же применять, сказали.
То есть, думаете, не будем?
Ну да.
Мгм.
Если
Ну,
бы они хотели применять, они бы сказали, мы применим. А они сказали, мы готовы. Это же разные вещи.
Мы откажемся от ответа на этот вопрос.
Почему? А почему?
Pussies.
Никто не устрашает мир. Россия тем более не устрашает. Только для обороны. Вы видите, что творится?
А обороны от... Ну, в каких случаях?
Посмотрите, весь мир против нас. Притом это...
Is there a reason maybe for that? Damn. Oh no, no, no. Look at the top of his head. No, no, no.
Я за Путина, можете это...
Bro, he didn't ask you, fucking old dumbass cunt. Is that her old pension in her fucking hand?
10 раз повторить. Все, что он делает, делает правильно.
Россия угрожает миру. Молодой человек.
Look at what they're saying.
Россия никому никогда не угрожала.
Fix your teeth, you
ни на
fucking
кого
orc cunt.
не нападала.
This is the cute little Lavrov clip where he says Russia didn't attack Ukraine, Ukraine
Где
attacked Russia.
учились? Вы знаете, какова конечная цель американского империализма и Объединенного Запада? Какая конечная цель? Правильно, уничтожение России. А это
Bro, they really think they're like that important.
невозможно.
It's so funny. It's like I wanted to say it's like your ex that constantly thinks about you, but you don't even give her a thought. But none of you guys have ever dated a woman, so no.
Вот на ваш взгляд, есть вероятность, что Россия применит когда-то ядерное оружие? Или это только
This one is XYZ in the right.
исключительно оборонительных целях?
Только в ответ, я думаю. Я думаю, что да, не решаться ни с той, ни с этой стороны. Даже если отдадут приказ, мне кажется, у нас люди разумные, даже вояки, трижды подумают, прежде чем сбрасывать бомбу.
Timothy Snyder really nailed it. Russia always thinks about the United States and the West. And the West only thinks about Russia when they have to. True.
Блин, когда не хватает слов.
Bro, what the fuck is on top of his head, dude? Fucking ramen noodles looking ass. Is that, like, people think that looks good?
Идет оружие. Вот мне кажется, только так. Может, этого не будет применено никогда, надеюсь. И хочу надеяться на это. Вот, потому что еще все равно...
You know what you should never use? Fucking gel in your hair. That looks awful.
Есть разум.
It's a style where you don't have a lot of hair. Oh, really? Oh, I see. It doesn't look that bad then.
И холодное
try it.
сознание. Вот, поэтому я думаю, что не будет применяться.
Применение, надеюсь, невозможно, а бомба нужна для сохранения обороноспособности страны.
How can they think that they have a nuclear bomb, therefore nobody will ever attack them, but at the same time they're afraid of NATO attacking them?
Ну, как говорится, не будет мира без войны. Вот чтобы не было войны, надо создать какой-то мир. И тем самым надо дать понять людям, что если они придут с войной,
Is that his mom?
то у нас тоже есть какие-то методы ведения борьбы и войны. И чтобы этого не было, этих всех...
Bro, the Russian methods of fighting in the war is to send fucking milk suckers like you to die.
Казус военных. Надо просто дать понять, что
По
не стоит
аналогии с
этого делать.
животным миром, да, когда животное злится, оно показывает зубы, может быть, поэтому...
Oh, that's
На твой
it?
взгляд,
Oh.
почему Россия угрожает миру ядерным оружием?
Если честно, то почему нет? Мы просто
Why
можем,
not,
мне
lol?
кажется, это делать. Ну, собственно, оно же для
Typical
того и
Russian
создано,
degenerate.
чтобы, ну, можно было взять и не то чтобы угрожать, собственно, это демонстрация сил.
Reading here, and there seems to be some collaborators leaked where Patriot is in Kiev. There was a lot of live cameras in Kiev all throughout. They were translating, streaming things to the internet live, so maybe that leaked it. They're now shutting them off everywhere.
Это не наша политика. И все, собственно говоря.
Ну вы же знаете, уже грамотный человек, доктрина, все. У нас имеет ядерное оружие имеет оборонительное значение, оборонительное.
То есть только в случае, если кто-то другая держава применит.
Well, Russia also said that they will never attack Ukraine, and we gave up our nukes, and they lied, so why the fuck should anyone believe any of your doctrines, you fucking old fucking cunt?
Совершенно верно. Но я уверен,
72 years old.
здравый смысл его возобладает, и до этого не дойдет.
Я считаю, что она не хотит устрашить, я считаю, что она хотит предоставить противоположность США, потому что, как говорится, мир должен держаться на двух китах, а все остальное вокруг него. Потому что пока есть у одного ядерное оружие, это сдерживает другого. Пока у другого есть, это сдерживает третьего. Так и будет. Это равновесие, баланс сил. Он должен существовать в этом мире.
Америка боится, если она испугалась воздушного шарика.
They're scared of some balloon from scared, guys. Weren't you like scared when you had a balloon? A balloon! Americans.
Из Китая. Разве сравнить моральные...
Fuck, I hate
By the
these
way,
fucking
legalize
losers.
nuclear bombs.
I hate them so fucking much, dude. Holy shit. This guy is only 25 and he thinks he knows the world, dude.
Американцев и россиян. Россия — это сила, единство, мощь.
Columbia jacket, by the way.
Вот такой.
What? Fucking Vatnik is not warm enough?
Такой будет мой ответ вам.
And he got zapped and he fucking died. Based. That's my face watching that fucking video, bro. Jesus fucking Christ. What a bunch of fucking losers. Oh my god. That was pretty bad. I haven't seen that many fucking morons in a while. Ooh.
Oh, it's just a Kinzel hyper. What's that on my radar? Oh, it's just a Kinzhal hypersonic ballistic missile rapidly approaching an exact position. Oh my God, it's so fast, I'm terrified. Even this MIM-104 Patriot missile system can't intercept it. Oh wait, I was wrong. It turns out that it can. Oh, you're traveling at 3,500 meters per second. That's nice. My phased array tracking radar still gives my Patriot enough time to wipe its dick on your mom's curtains before launching a PAC-3 missile that will rapidly intercept your Kinzhal at a precise location where it currently isn't. Russia's new strategic defense weapons? Wow. It must use some kind of advanced tech like a scramjet or in-flight maneuvering. Oh wait, it turns out it's just a regular ballistic missile that goes fast. Why don't you go back to your manufacturer and come back once you have something interesting that wasn't developed 50 years ago by that sorry excuse you call a military-industrial complex. The only thing complex about it is the convoluted way you go about acquiring Western chips for your missiles. Your acquisition companies use more shells than a fucking Matryoshka doll. Even then, your weapons have less silicon inside than your sister's tits, and that's not saying much.
Well-written piece of memory. But that's how it works, right? Wait, what is this? I know this. That's how it works. It predicts where the missile is going to be, right? Not that it's a fast missile. It's a prediction thing. So, carrot, Electra.
Today's special ingredient. It's called Vegeta.
I had it.
Never heard of this before until you guys brought it up and asked me to give it a try. This is the MSG of Croatia. Now I'm familiar with Croatia from...
So I have it in the cubes.
It's beautiful pebble beaches. They also used to have gladiators.
It's like chicken, granulated chicken broth, no?
Filmed. Look at it in South.
I put it in my rice. It's pretty good.
For me. So my hopes is that...
Yeah, I've seen it. The CNN says that somebody said that there was minimal damage to Patriot system, but they don't name who the source is, and Kirby already said that there was nothing. They just says some source. Carmen Electra.
This will be amazing on some steaks, but check it out. No artificial flavors. It is a mixture of vegetables and spices, which is perfect for this guy.
What do you mean? Why are you not going to eat vegetables? Not going to be on. Oh, my friend. Oh, my friend.
But if you take
that
a look
looks
at
like a start to
the
gay porn now,
one
dude.
is salt, so I gotta really be careful not to make it too salty. But hopefully this is going to make the steaks incredible. Well, let's find out. As for today's cook, I'll be using these 3 beautiful picanhas.
He puts this on a steak.
Wagyu marbling
People put it in a
they
soup.
Have great intramuscular fat on them, and most importantly, it's one of the greatest pieces of meat you can put it in your mouth. Now to season it, I usually
your
keep
mom
it
would
really
disagree, but
only salt and nothing else. However, let's find out.
It's dried veggies with a lot of MSG.
First, I
really?
seasoned all of them with salt.
Why?
But notice that the middle one did not have the same amount. Then I went with freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder and 2 of them. But the middle one, I did not do anything else, as it's gonna be our experimental steak. For that, I decided to add a good amount of the Croatian MSG.
I want to buy
generous
this
with it, but did not overdo it. Because now that they're all completely seasoned, the next thing to do is to go ahead and bag them up, vacuum seal them, and cook them sous vide at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. This will cook them to perfection, because I want to do one more test with this special ingredient, and that is to make a delicious compound butter. First, I started with room temperature butter, followed by 2 teaspoons of the Croatian MSG. Mixed everything together, and there we have it. This will be applied to one of the steaks, and hopefully we'll find out which one is gonna taste best. But just in case we don't, I decided to go ahead and make an awesome side dish from Croatia. This is called barak, and my hopes is that it's going to be great. Here's how I did it. Into a skillet, I threw in some avocado oil, then immediately went
avocado
in with some
oil.
onions. Mixed that up for a little bit and threw in some ground lamb. I mixed this up and cooked it until everything was no longer red. Then I seasoned it with with salt, followed by garlic paste, a tiny bit of cumin,
Garlic
followed by today's
paste, that's
special
a thing?
ingredient, and a good amount of tomato paste. Now we want to mix this up and cook it until it's fully cooked. Because in the end, this
I
is what
bet
we
I could
have.
buy that
An
Vegeta
extremely
thing.
flavorful ground lamb. This is so easy to make and so delicious that will go along with anything. However, here's the next step. Into a bowl I threw in an egg, followed by some Greek yogurt and melted butter. Mixed everything well because we're going to be using it for our pastry. This is the consistency I was left with. Now for the dough, I'm going to be using this.
Yeah, we
I
have.
warn you right now, this is super fragile. Take a look at it. It almost looks like paper. So first I lay down one sheet, followed by another since it's going to be our base. Then I apply that egg wash mix we just made.
I made
added another
lasagna
sheet
with,
right on top, and repeated the process
dough like
4
this.
times. As the next thing to do was to go ahead and add the filling. Now you really want to be generous with this. However, don't overdo it because you gotta roll it up. And doing this, you want to make it as tight as possible, but don't let it rip. Because once it's done, add some more
Let
egg wash
it
on the exterior so that it does not break on you. Transfer it to a baking dish. Add a little bit more of that egg wash. Throw in some sesame seeds for coloring. And into the oven it goes at 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Because once the time is up, you should be left with this.
He's
Boom.
cooking like
Now
3
take a
different
look at
things at once.
It looks
Damn.
great. However, it definitely needs some type of sauce. And to make it, it is super simple. I first started with Greek yogurt.
How many
followed by a
dishes
tiny
does he
bit of
make per
garlic
one
paste,
video?
some
Holy
salt,
shit.
Lemon juice, lemon zest, and a tiny bit of cayenne. Mix everything well and your sauce is done. Shout out to my good old friend Chef John, because pairing this up with Barak is perfect. And hopefully it's going to taste fantastic. We're about to find out real shortly, because by this time my steaks were fully cooked.
Bro, so I got a sandwich today with me from that place that had a super sandwich. So I tried the sauce, and the sauce, I thought it was a mushroom sauce, but it's not a mushroom sauce. And I have no fucking idea what it is. I wish I could just like taste it and determine what's in there. I think it has, it's like a little bit zesty, but it's also like vinegary. And it's also like a little bit gray. So it does seem to me, like it was a mushroom sauce, but it tastes like some zesty vinegar. I think there's lemon juice there, but I also think there's like pickles there too. I don't know, man, but it tastes so good.
So I immediately opened them up, sat them down on a cooling rack, and since the Vegeta already did its job, I went ahead and removed it. And as always, you
removed
gotta let it
Vegeta?
dry before putting a sear on a sous vide steak. Because now I know exactly what you're thinking. I know my steaks don't look that good right now, but watch this.
Because it absorbed, I don't know. Okay, what's
All right, everybody. here
Vegeta?
we got
Is
a
it good?
Beautiful steak with an incredible side dish. I've never done anything like this. That is Croatian side dish.
It looks
Let's go.
super interesting. Haven't seen anything like that. It looks like a pie or something.
Listen, enough chit-chatting because I am excited to try this. Let's give this a go, okay? Give me your brutal, honest opinion, okay? All right, let's go this direction today. Please dig in, Leo.
Ooh, that's far.
That's the thing with the sous vide table. The sous vide table is real big, everybody. The Google Foods table is, is a little bit more, let's call it intimate.
Intimate.
Enough talking. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
It's a control steak.
Ooh. Wow, that is a really good steak.
Nothing like picanha, bro. I get asked all the time.
Just
Google,
salt?
What is your favorite steak? That's it, everybody. Does not get any better than this.
This is a really good steak. Insanely
It doesn't get better? Oh, okay. Let's watch another one.
beefy, very, very juicy and tender.
If you haven't cooked picanha sous vide yet, it does look a little bit more rare, everybody. That's because of the nature of the cut, but I can promise you, it is perfectly medium rare and delicious. Why are you going for another one, man?
It's just so good, I have to.
Okay, enough. Let's go for the second one.
Vegeta.
Dig in. Now let me know if this one tastes different, and most importantly, if it's a good difference or a bad difference. I'm curious. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. A very interesting flavor there.
Very different.
Tastes complex, almost like a little bit earthy.
I enjoyed that. How about you?
I like it. I feel like a little bit of extra richness and savoriness as well, so that's always a bonus for me. I think it's a really good steak.
It's tasty. It kind of reminds me of some Latin flavors that I've had.
Yes, that's what reminded me as well when I tasted this raw ingredient. By the way, it's an ingredient, okay?
Okay.
So it is very, very good.
I think I would take that one over the Control.
Wow.
But he said there's it doesn't get better than this.
Okay. But
Is this a Vegeta commercial?
now I want to go for the last one to compare. Let's give it a try.
Let's try this.
The Croatian side dish?
Come on.
Honestly, I don't even know how to pronounce the name. I don't want to say it wrong. That's what that is. I am going to put this little
It's called Buick.
sauce here, which is basically
It's called Buick.
Yogurt sauce with a little bit of
Actually.
citrus. Let's give it a try.
If we don't
Cheers,
joke.
everybody.
Cheers. Oh.
I've never tasted anything like this.
Okay, where's my link to my Vegeta? No link to Vegeta? Really? What about a pinned comment? The flavor is over 9,000? Over 9,000 flavors. Vegeta is best used with chicken. If you bake it in an oven, W, with a bit of oil and water, you will be left with the most addicting sauce you will ever try. The chicken gives extra flavor. That sounds good. I'd like to buy that Vegeta thing. What's this now?
Neymiş efendim? Türklüğümüzü yaşayamayacakmışız. Neymiş? Türklüğümüzde gurur duymayacakmışız. Ulan soysuzlar. Ulan...
Is this Erdogan? Okay, whatever. Okay.
Best case scenario is that Ukraine breaks the Russian land bridge to Crimea. Military experts are very far from confident about Ukraine doing that. So that might take a catastrophic Russian collapse.
Military experts been pretty wrong about Ukrainian military all this time, so.
Military collapse. As a result of which, Crimea might be left in a very vulnerable position. And the sheer vulnerability of Crimea, even short of Ukraine beginning to take it, might create a revolution in the Kremlin and get rid of the Putin.
Do you know where he lives? On the beach, he's
that
homeless.
Is a good version of an ultimate victory for Ukraine. It's a very disturbing version because of just how much needs to happen, right? And I've incorporated into that version regime change in Moscow. And that is what is so strange. It's typically an insupportably hawkish position to sit around in London or Washington and fantasize about regime change somewhere because it serves our interests. But the reality is that this is an occasion in which we can say that that would be a good thing, whether it should be our aim or not, and that indeed it's the only way of guaranteeing Ukraine's security. If the Putin regime, for instance, somehow manages to stay in power after losing Crimea, which is not easy to imagine, why would it stop firing weapons onto Ukrainian territory? Or why would it not start firing weapons onto Ukrainian territory in years to come? So that's a kind of a best case scenario. What's a worst case scenario? Well, the existence of Ukraine and the independence of Ukraine is not under short-term risk. So short-term loss of Kiev is not a possibility at all. But what would the worst case scenario nevertheless look like? It might look like marginal gains for Ukraine, followed by stalemate, followed by loss of Western support, followed by loss of democratic leadership and partial loss of democratic institutions in major Western countries, followed in the late 2020s or in the early 2030s by a second Russian invasion of Ukraine, perhaps at that time with more prospect of succeeding, followed by a further Russian escalation against the NATO.
It seems like so much things that need to happen. I can't imagine that happening anyway.
That's worst case scenario.
Turkey might fucking switch to EU with the new guy. Super hardcore.
So both of these scenarios have a non-zero chance of materializing. We have to admit that. There is, of course, an extra worst-case scenario that I don't mention on this occasion, and that's some kind of escalation that pulls NATO into direct confrontation with Russia, leading to strategic nuclear exchange and the end of global civilization.
Wait, he did openly admit that?
Николай, вы в Крыму-то когда были?
Я там был 16 марта на референдуме.
Ага, пожалуйста. А я был в Крыму с 21 февраля. И вы знаете, то, что вы мне рассказываете, ну вот просто абсолютная чушь. Далее, я не увидел, к сожалению, никакой поддержки органов государственной власти в Симферополе, где я конкретно находился. Не увидел. Не было ее. Депутатов собирали ополченцы, чтобы загнать их в зал, чтобы они приняли. Чего уж там говорить-то. Да, я был одним из командиров этих ополченцев. Я это все видел изнутри, собственными глазами.
Yo! This is an older one, right? Yo, dude! Holy shit. Admitted. Yo, this is a great clip. This is a great clip for Russia, for Crimea deniers. Damn, son. That's a good thing to... for all the losers that cope about Crimea voting to leave Ukraine, no, to join Russia. Look at one of the commanders of militia saying how it was done. Surprise under the barrel of a gun. Та Гіркін просто, блядь, каже, що хоче. От і все. Він їбаний там, блядь, імперіаліст і хуєсос, він там така гнида, що це пізда просто. Він тварюка, блядь, йобана нахуй. Кажеш, ти ж чуєш, що каже, блядь. Gherkin, he says, I have a feeling sometimes that Gherkin is like a double agent from Ukraine. He's an absolute degenerate. Did you see what he said? He said he was one of the commanders that forced this. Fucking absolute degenerate cunt terrorist, imperialist fucking loser. He will be behind bars, okay, forever.
There's a non-zero chance of that too. So we'll be looking really between the first two options, and I mean between the first two options, something in the middle is what we most plausibly are going to face. And
okay, here's my prediction. Ukraine's gonna fucking ace this counteroffensive, okay? We're gonna destroy Russians, they're all gonna fucking flee. We're gonna take back all of our territory, restore borders to 1991. We're gonna join NATO and EU, and Russia will never attack us ever again. That's my prediction. That's not even like best case scenario. Best case scenario, we take out Moscow too. But that's my what's gonna happen scenario. Without this, like, fucking, what's the worst case? What's the best? This is what's gonna happen.
How close we get to this ultimate victory scenario for Ukraine is paradoxically dependent on what we do. So there is this kind of unbelievable spectatorial attitude that we have toward Ukraine's counteroffensive, which is we're going to see how it goes, and that is then going to shape our next strategic steps. And it is an important question. We'll be asking it on the main channel. Why is it that our approach is to such an extent shaped by what Ukraine does, rather than it being the case
Started
that
yelling
we are
also.
putting Ukraine in a position to get much closer than it perhaps can at the moment to simply winning this war, because that serves our interests. Now, of course, we are limited in at least two ways. One, sphere of escalation that is very dominant in Washington and in London too, let alone in Paris and other capitals. But there is also the fact that we live in a democracy, and we'll be talking about
We live in a
that
society.
more explicitly too, right? If there is not democratic will to sustain support for Ukraine, we can't do it. And paradoxically, the best way of sustaining democratic will is to witness Ukraine doing well, and to see what we might want being actually possible and being in the process of happening. That might get us to sustain, if not escalate, helping Ukraine evict Putin's brutal and imperialistic invasion. So I didn't want to move any big pieces on this occasion, but I just wanted to share this little chat in anticipation of not just ongoing conversations we're going to have about this, but also in anticipation of a major piece I want to share on the.
But I feel like if Vlad is speaking to people in the West about the situation, I think it's nice to keep them like a little bit scared and afraid of what's going to happen, so they would keep the support coming, because there can't be like, if they will be like, oh, Ukraine is in a good position, we don't have to do anything else, then that might ruin some things. Fear of Russia keeps shaping NATO's position on Ukraine. First, the wish to not to provoke Russia too much, since eventually we needed to agree with them on European security. Amazing how little was learned from Western attempts to not provoke Russia thus far. True, based, I agree. Also, look at how much you already did for Ukraine. It's just foolish to think that if all of that support didn't come immediately, Russia would have done like more escalation. No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. It's all bravado, okay? It's never real. Nothing is real in Russia except poverty, bums, and fucking glue huffing, okay? Those are the only real things in Russia. So, If immediately as Russia invaded, or even before that, we would receive tanks, we would receive howitzers, HIMARS, all of that support, the war would have been way shorter. Or even before the war, it would just prevent it completely outright. But yeah. Well. Okay. What do we have from other news? Russia now says that they destroyed 5 HIMARS. Oh, I'm sorry, 5 Patriot already. Okay, there are explosions in Odessa now. There's a lot of explosions now. Let me send a message to my guy who lives there. Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that. That is fucking hilarious, dude. All right. Okay, let's go. Let's go take a look. What do we have? Where the fuck did... Oh my god. Alright, guys. Let's start with the main news, okay, for today. 200,000 orcs in the fucking ground now, dude. Oh my god. Look at that. Beautiful. Bellissimo. Chef's kiss. Well done. You know? Beautiful. Oh.
2K were just gifted 10 subs.
10 subs! Holy shit, thank you, buddy. 200,000 celebration. Guys, 10 subs, you know what that means? Couple more small donos and we get the high level hype train. Let's go, guys. We can get it. Right? Let's go, dude. Yes, a Ukrainian guy dodged a sub. It's not supposed to happen, guys. 200,590 dead Russians. Isn't it funny that it, like, Putin did this? Like, unironically, Putin is the biggest Russophobe in the world. Not surprising, is it? Look at how Russians live. You might think this is in Russia, but it's actually the Azov steel plant after all the destruction. The estimated cost of rebuilding Ukraine after the war has risen to $411 billion, according to the UN report. So Russia had, what, $600 billion arrested? 300 billion in Europe and 300 in the US. Diversified their assets, huh? During the night, the Russians fired on Mykolaiv with Galiber missiles. One woman received shrapnel wounds. Civilian infrastructure was damaged as a result of fire. An unknown drone fell near Kaluga. After this fall, 2 explosions were heard. They reported drone attack on the Shebekino border checkpoint in Belgorod region 2. Wait, no explosions? You know what happens after a UAV explosion? Smoke. EU will probably not include a ban on the import of Russian pipeline gas. Plane in the new sanctions package, reports Politico. Countries that are still dependent on Russian gas were opposed to this ban. Let me guess. Hungary. Probably, right? Це чувака, в яку в руку попало, я скинув в телегу до себе, мабуть, таке не можна. Дуже прям кров видно. Хоча там не важке поранення, то... Switzerland has seized the assets of a Ukrainian oligarch, Konstantin Zhivago, for more than $113 million. Base, dude! It's good that they, Switzerland been known as a place to hide your funds, but not anymore. And they were actually going against that policy because they didn't want to be like a haven for shit like that. So a lot of, I'm sure a lot of countries exerted political pressure for them to change that. So It's good. Look, it's being put to good use. So we made a request. They arrested. Oh, there's a siren there. Well, ignore that, guys. Odessa now.
Нифига себе! Седло! Нифига себе! Седло!
Damn, bro. What are those? They're pretty close, judging by explosions.
Нифига себе! Седло!
Airstrikes from... is this Kinjal? No, anti-ship missiles launched from MiG-29, Su-27 or Su-34. It looks like a hit. Damn, dude. Okay, we'll keep, we'll monitor the situation. 100 kilogram? Is that a lot? Close my window? It's gonna end soon, don't worry about it. Are you scared? Everything happens for the first time. AFU, for the first time, shot the territory of Russia from tank. Say Russians. 12 shells of caliber 125 were shot. Before the AFU didn't put tanks so close to the border. My mic is catching a lot of the siren. Yeah, just a reminder that I live in a war. In a country under the war, okay? You should remember that. You should remember. What is this based?
An idea. 100 U.S. senators recommended to you that we declare Russia a state sponsor of terrorism to deter people like China from giving them weapons. Here we are, months later, and nothing's happened.
True.
And, Ms. Secretary, I like you a lot, but you're never going to designate Russia a state sponsor of terrorism, are you?
Never say never.
Well, I can pretty well say China sees all talk here. If you're really worried about China,
in America, if they declare you a state sponsor of terrorism, they absolutely sanction the fuck out of you completely and everyone who deals in any kind of business with you. That's crazy. That's a huge economic shift. Because China would abandon Russia. Absolutely. Right? Well, he's trying to get some fucking punches into our boy. But man, that would be crazy. I wonder what China and India and all of them would do. It would they would lose a lot of money if they would stay with Russia, but they would lose a lot less if they would abandon them. Former French President Sarkozy has been sentenced to a year in prison in a wiretapping case. 2008, it was precisely because of Sarkozy that Ukraine did not become a member of NATO. Together with Merkel, he vetoed our entry so as not to provoke the Russian Federation. Ugh, this fucking word again. He also called Putin the strongest and called for the lifting of sanctions on Russia. He won't serve in prison, but at home he'll be put an electronic bracelet. Too bad. Didn't French had like this amazing thing called guillotine? Back when France was based. Guys. Second army of the world plans to replenish the ranks of the invaders with stray dogs.
Off Wheezy said.
Oh man, actually, bad news for us because stray dogs will actually fight better than Russian men. The State Duma proposes to teach homeless animals different skills and send them to the front line in Ukraine. In particular, the Russian deputies want dogs to pull out the wounded and clear mines from the northern military district zone. What? Okay. So this is Marianka. Today. Now. What's happening in Marianka? Yeah, the incendiary shells literally don't catch anything on fire anymore. There's nothing to burn. Was a town on Wikipedia? Yeah. That's crazy, man. Like these ones won't be rebuilt, I'm pretty sure. Unless the city was built specifically to do near like a plant or something like that, it's not gonna. Like in Bakhmut and Solidar, they're definitely going to be restoration because these are the cities that were built around like a production. You just have to be very smart about rebuilding. You can't do what like China does, because they like start these like whole projects and then nobody wants to live in those areas. You like you know, you have to think about like where to restore and what exactly. There has to be a purpose behind that. Та Чорнобиль вже не можна відбудувати, там же радіація. Там же не в цьому проблема. Насправді це не дуже економічно вигідно мати маленькі населені пункти. Якщо вони не мають якоїсь конкретної економічної цілі. We're gonna make it better, guys. Better than before. And the Russian world causes even more damage than a nuclear accident. So... Про туристичну і історичну функцію. Ну дивись, це ж буде дуже така історична і туристична функція, ні? Особливо зараз. Це там прикро, да, але все ж таки. Подивитись своїми очима, що вони зробили. At the Council of Europe summit, representatives of the 43 countries signed an agreement to create a register of damage caused during the Russian invasion of Ukraine. The agreement provides for the creation of a database to record evidence of losses or damage inflicted on Ukraine and its people. First steps towards restoration. Why everyone does that face? Former Minister of Economic Development of Russia, Nechayev, briefly assessed the situation in Russia. Okay, this phrase is a little bit rough, but since one of the public interviews I gave sounded exactly the same, I will repeat it. It's not so bad that we're in the ass. That we decided to live in it comfortably. True, bro. Fucking true, dude. Hey, but what do you mean? Like, Russia been living in the ass all this fucking time. Now they just go deeper, you know? But, medicine in the Russian way. In an occupied village in Kherson region, the head physician of a hospital drew 2 dots on a patient's knee and asked the patient's wife to massage them. Meanwhile, he was playing an accordion. Yo, he's like looking there. He's like looking. He's like, okay, it's about a help. He's looking there attentively. Hey, excuse me, sir. Can you get that guy out of this cabinet? I paid for this treatment. He's getting the vibes. He's getting my vibes. They're supposed to go into my knee. He's hitting the gritty. You don't just hit the gritty. Bro, he's like unironically looks towards the knee. Like something's gonna change. I was like, okay, this didn't help. Okay, how about I juggle and you put a dot on his forehead and massage his prostate. Because it worked last time. The counteroffensive near Bakhmut continues. The armed forces have advanced another 500 meters, said the Speaker of the Armed Forces, Cherevate. At the same time, the Deputy Minister of Defense, Malyar, stated that we have not lost a single piece of land of the 20 square kilometers of the outskirts of the city that we liberated in the recent days. Here's what Prigozhin says about this continuation of... Every fucking time, bro. It says, unfortunately, those territories that wankers were fighting for months in the region of Klishchiivka that are lost on today by the Ministry of Defense of Russia. This is not the same. This is not a better position when you're giving a huge territorial gains that we paid in blood of our warriors, this is so they're calling it not fucking shat yourself, but took better positions. He basically says that Ministry of Defense is at fault. And
Shoigu, good day.
Shoigu Gerasimov. Где? Okay. Dude, I fucking love... Okay, this one is probably one of the best things that it's like the other side of success. Of course, success in retaking territory, success in extending the grain deal for another 2 months. Obviously, it's all of that is good, and we're all happy about it. However, what's fantastic about it is Russian cope. Let's indulge, huh? Shall we? Let's indulge a little bit. So Zakharova, the Russian cunt, posted a video confirming that the grain deal is extended for 2 more months. It says, shameful, shame, wow, clowns, cunts, shame. This is victory, joy emoji. Russia on their knees. Why our guys are dying there? For your grain deals? Shame. Wow. And they threatened so much, lol. Shameful. Why there's so little of the comments? Did they delete all of them already? Ha 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 ha. Now they're gonna delete the comments because they shat themselves. This is a shame to the external Russian policy. This is sad. Putin doesn't know about this, I'm sure. Guys, this is fucked. Dugin said correctly, Westerners rule in Russia, and we shouldn't expect anything good from them. Oh, what do we have here? Another gesture of goodwill from master of doing things repeatedly, huh? And so much bravado. Fucking ghouls. I'm sure we stepped back for Erdogan before the next election. Don't panic. Tsar knows what to do. Well, of course, it's obvious. We agreed to this so that Erdogan would win in the second round. It's fake. Russian government is not gonna do something so shameful. Is this the Erdogan you're talking about that put Azov guys in his country? Or that Erdogan that gives UAVs to the AFU? Nice friend we have. Funny, shameful, fiasco, shameful. How are you not ashamed? Stop all the trade with NATO, or are you afraid for your family members in other countries and for your palaces? Cuckold. Why are you deleting the comments about the grain deal? So, funny thing, we actually have a video of them deleting the comments about the grain deal. Where is it? It was somewhere here. Look. Just deleting all the comments, bro. Bro, it's gonna be the same thing about Crimea, dude. Just gonna delete all the comments, bro. Oh, man. I'm sorry that I say this, but you can't do this. How many times can you shame our country, our people in the international space and beyond? Like what, fucking intergalactic? Why do we need this grain deal? Please, talk to regular citizens, Ministry of International Affairs. Don't do this cold policy, please. Bro, like they could do anything else. Like they can't. This is the funniest shit about this. Like these degenerates actually don't understand. They just don't understand why Russia is doing this. An idea that Russia doesn't have any other choice does not even visit them in their fucking empty heads. It's so fucking funny. The copium is top tier, bro. And it's just some fucking grain deal, dude. Can you believe what's gonna happen after fucking, like, Donetsk, Luhansk, and Crimea? Bro, they're gonna fucking suicide themselves right in fucking Russia, bro. Damn, son. That's gonna be fucking fine. Oh. It's gonna be very interesting. Spotter of the Russian strikes in Lviv sentenced to life imprisonment with confiscation of property. Based! Life in prison! 47-year-old Vladislav Kozeyev was found... Kozeyev, ugh, Russian fucking ugh, was found guilty of treason. He photographed military installations in Lviv region and sent them to the Russian. Life in prison. Get fucked! Probably better living conditions than in Russia, so he can pretend he's there. Poland transferred almost all of its MiG-29s fighters to Ukraine, but not yet ready to provide F-16s aircraft. Not yet. Not yet ready. Says Andrzej Duda. So already the clip, we saw the clip. Secretary of State Antony Blinken admitted that U.S. could include Russia in the list of countries sponsored terrorism. That would be fantastic, but we'll see. This is fucking funny though. In Kyrgyzstan, a mercenary who fought in Ukraine for Russian citizenship was sentenced to 10 years in prison. In June 2022, a citizen of Kyrgyzstan joined the militants of the LPR. His motivation was money and a Russian passport. When he returned to Kyrgyzstan, he was arrested for being a mercenary and sentenced to 10 years in prison. Bro's coming back from fucking war, gives the phone to the guys at the border asking for the phone, find this picture, and fuck him in the ass, dude. Fantastic. Erdogan's main rival in the presidential election accused him of worshipping Moscow. We will not leave our homeland to a false world leader who yesterday was the co-chairman of the Greater Middle East and now focuses on Russia, at the door of which he, leaning scratching, said Kemal Darlogo. Pretty based. Kilic Darlogo. Jesus Christ. Okay, Russian cope, we saw that. Man, I hope he wins. I hope he wins. Turkey doesn't hate Russia as much as they should. This is fucking funny. In Russia, the developers of hypersonic missiles were arrested on charges of treason. Bro, 3 scientists involved in the creation of the hypersonic aircraft were arrested. Why would they arrest them if they say that with the missile Kinjal, 16th of May in Kiev, they destroyed 5 Patriot missile launchers? Why would they put them in prison then? Isn't that a success? Okay. That's fucking funny. In the occupied Luhansk, there's explosions. Oh, really? Curious. These are pictures of Bakhmut before and after Russia. This is how liberation looks like, huh? Scorched earth. That's horrible. Dude, this has some horrible AI filter applied on top. That's so bad. The Dram Theater. No, that looks like a church. Never mind. Okay. This is a very strange video. I don't know what's happening here, but maybe you will explain. I don't know. Some of you guys. Okay, Russians are running. But then... Oh, sorry about that. But then... something happens. What are they doing? What is happening here?
Эти краснокнижные животные,
It says they shat in their fucking pants and they can't walk properly. Jesus Christ, bro, that's fucking funny. 3 Biolab geese joined Ukrainian Armed Forces soldiers on the assignment. Look at that. The main strike force right there. They just don't give a fuck, bro. They're not gonna reach Kiev in 3 days walking like that. До Києва рачки, мабуть, да, йдуть. We have a saying like walking on your fours towards Kiev. So maybe that's what they were doing. Good meme.
Guzlop.
Ukraine threatens Hungary's sovereignty. Hungarian Foreign Minister Peter Szijjártó here referred to the publication of the Washington Post, according to which Zelensky allegedly proposed to blow up the Druzhba oil pipeline, which supplied oil to Hungary. Energy security is a matter of sovereignty. If someone calls for the possibility of supplying energy to Hungary, he's actually attacking the sovereignty on Hungary. Wow. These fucking losers. Should have bombed this fucking guy. That would have been. My guy in Odessa says that anti-air was working, was shooting down rockets. Damn. That's fucked, man. Okay. Documentary. Vlad video. Oh, the video that I translated now has subs. That's fucking great. Happy to see it. Thank you. They just ripped it from my stream. Yeah, 2 explosions. Yeah, we've seen. 2 explosions. That's horrible. Those are big ones too. Must be Patriot systems, huh? That got destroyed. Okay. Let's take a look at this one. 2 Patriot buses, yeah. Знову якийсь дурень одразу виклав. Да, блядь, ти там як не намагайся, коротше, не знаю. Ну, я вважаю, людей потрібно садити там і все таке. Але, блядь, там прикол такий був, що, блядь, ти бачив, да, що лайв-камери скрізь просто транслюють в інтернет. Блядь, там викладуй, не викладуй. Блогер, не блогер, блядь. Ну, розумієш, це хуйня хуйньою. Це ж самі русаки там можуть повстановлювати і... Це пізда. Бахмут from Third Assault. I have a little, I mustered up my own, like, blur effect on my stream. It looks like this. I don't know if it's actually gonna, like, I feel like it will kind of do the job. So, it just makes everything kind of shitty, but you kind of see. So, it should kind of work, I think, for our purposes, right? We live little by little. I have the best position, of course. Fuck me. Very comfortable. All is good. Something's on fire around me. I have a position that's alright, you know? Just look there. And that's it.
Wow!
Oh, holy shit.
Wow! А нахуя вы по мне стреляете?
Says, why the fuck are you shooting me?
Ты когда в Бахмут заезжаешь,
when you're going in Bakhmut,
сейчас вас проводники будут заводить на какие-то позиции.
They're telling you that how do you call these guys? Like people who know the way. How do you call them? Anyway, those people are gonna take you to the positions.
Какие-то разведосы там жесткие, по-любому они шарят, короче.
Guides, yeah, right.
Там за ними идешь, они тебе рассказывают там. Тут пидоры там на 3, короче, тут перебежка.
The guides tell you that on the right you have Russians, on the left you have Russians. Here we have to run. Here we have to walk.
Ползем.
Here we crawl.
Тут обстрел, короче.
They're careful here. They're shelling here.
На третий день ты сам уже все знаешь.
You follow them, and then on the day 3 you kind of know everything yourself. And you have to be the guide to get the new group in. You know, to walk 1.5 kilometers and not lose somebody. It's not to lose somebody, not in a way like them getting killed, but them getting like lost. Not, you know, in that way. It says it's difficult. The group that is clumped together, not to fall apart and get lost, it's a big risk. It's very easy to ambush it, to shell it and destroy it. So you need guides that know what's going on around, where the enemy is, and you can create a route to avoid the contact. You're ready to fight, but it would be bad. If there's a contact if there's a contact with the enemy when you're going to the positions, then you're a shitty fucking guide.
Черт, а нам туда. Fuck.
Ползи, ползи, не вылазь!
Crawl, crawl, crawl. Don't peek, don't peek.
Что? А? Что? Что такое?
Yeah, I just. They're referring to. Server convinced me to buy a wheel for like racing games, and then I just remembered I don't really play racing games that much, and I fucking returned it. Yeah, you convinced me. You did that. It's you. You did it. Okay, it's your fault. I had to return it. It was one of the worst purchases I've had. It's fucking big, clumsy, fucking pedals and shit. First day. Holy shit. The guy is resting, he's fine, he's breathing. Are you hurt? No, I'm good. It's all easy clap. Fast feet.
Наші підрозділи суміжники, вони постійно
Our
потребують
units
підтримки.
and nearby units, they need support, fire support. Russians also get ammunition very quickly, and getting the ammunition quickly, it's like 1 to 2 hours. And we would need to cover our guys with fire. And guys are working very closely. Sometimes we had to use like sleds to get the ammunition. Sometimes we just carried ourselves. 50 kilograms. Two guys. Because there was a lot of snow. And in some places it would be up to my waist. It was pretty difficult to go through. Also, after it started thawing out, it was horrible. Especially if you don't have one leg. Yeah. Should I show? Damn, bro.
Добре, що носок поміняв.
It's crazy. Cyborgs. Actual cyborgs.
Стрелять тоже чем-то надо.
We have to shoot something, right?
Юра, твоя камера что-то не работает. Бахмут.
No need for translation there, huh? Oh, look at that little dog. Oh, it's playing. His name is Hercules. Weak human flesh or based cybernetics?
Есть. Все отрабатывает. Да, сука, пидораска. Давай.
Oh, he didn't screw that in. Is that bad?
Нам сказали занять переднюю.
Pitbull chill wind. From left to right.
Часть обороны.
We were told to take up defensives.
Мы с моим побратимом, еще человек туда чила уже забрали на Иваке.
I was with my battle buddy. And he was taken away, so I got a new guy.
Дома, в котором находились, немножко сместились
In the houses that we were occupying before, we had to move to the right a little bit.
Попросили соседнюю позицию прикрыть нас
We asked
РПГ.
the neighbor position to cover us with an
Они
RPG.
сделали пару выстрелов, и мы
They did
начали
a couple of
заходить
shots,
в
and
дом.
we started entering the house.
Получилось так, что стоял дом,
It turned out that
и
there was a
какая-то
house
будка, и
and
между ними
some
был прострел.
small house, and there was a place to
Мы
shoot
подошли к дому,
from.
я заметил, что
When we
весь
went
дом
to the
заложен кирпичами,
when we went to the house, we saw a lot
то
of
есть
bricks,
все окна и
all
вообще нет дырок.
the windows and everything. There was no holes at all.
Я сначала удивился,
I was very surprised at first, and then
мой брат ему увидел дырку, в которую я хотел закинуть гранату.
and then my bro saw the hole to throw a grenade in.
Между этими
How do you think good soldiers get over their fear of getting injured? You just don't think about it. From what we've heard so far, it seems like in the action, the only thing you do is like the training. What you practice basically. That's why they let you go through the practice, so that you only do things in the combat. You don't think about stuff like that. Obviously, you may have panic attacks and stuff like that, but you're always doing something and you're busy and you don't think about it. Then you start thinking about it after it all ended. But during the assault, during like covering, during like launching, whatever, it's just like, okay, I need to do this and then this and then this and this, and your brain is occupied and you don't think about that. Unironically, just don't think about it.
сараем и домом, он получил 5 пулевых.
He says, so my bro tried to throw a grenade in the hole and he received 5 bullets. He got shot 5 times.
Я сказал, что у нас 300.
I said we have a 300, meaning wounded. It's a code for a wounded. I asked for help.
Подбежали ко мне, и
I got some help and we started pulling him out of the positions.
Я срезал с него бронежилет.
I removed the vest from
И
him
мы начали его эвакуировать.
and we started evacuating him.
Нас
When
еще
we evacuated him,
пулемет.
I mean, remember they were armor and stuff like that, so 5 bullets, maybe, I don't know if.
Очень плотно.
Also, a machine gun was working on our position very tightly.
Один побратим погиб.
And one of our soldiers died.
Но этого человека я вытащил.
But I got this guy out.
Два турникета.
I put tourniquet on him.
Замотал ему шею, голову.
Bandaged his neck, head.
И он в данный момент, в хорошем состоянии.
And he's in good condition now.
Разговаривает, и все отлично, он восстанавливается.
He's recovering.
Я их поздравлю, сука, еще.
I'll give them a gift too, motherfuckers.
Иди сюда.
Come here, he says. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Мій чай.
That's my tea.
чай.
That's my tea.
Конечно, ёбнуться нахуй. PS-очку поиграть на таком, да.
This is, look at that TV. Play fucking PlayStation on that one. That'd be based. That's what he said.
Позорным утром нахуй. Фуз, панорамная.
Look, panoramic windows.
Ёбаем нахуй.
Okay, let's get the fuck out of here. Legion.
Позицію керував на той момент боєць з позивним Легіон.
The position was controlled by the fighter with the call sign Legion.
І,
This guy's call sign is Doc.
от я з ним цілий день спілкуюсь на рації, і в один момент він перестав виходити на зв'язок.
I was speaking to him using radio, and all of a sudden I lost contact with him.
Через 2 хвилини виходить
2 minutes,
баланс, каже, Легіон тяжкий 300.
His balance is on radio and says that
Через 2 хвилини виходить баланс, каже, Легіон тяжкий 300.
and says that Legion is 300.
Кульове на вильот включиться.
Bullet in his shoulder went through.
Я такий, да, бля.
And I'm like, fuck.
Проходить 5 хвилин,
5 minutes after,
я чую в рації «Я Легіон», все нормально.
and I hear I'm Legion, I'm all good.
Да, я готов далі вести
I'm
бой.
ready to fight.
І я розумію, що там
And I
уже
understand
половина
that
контужених, ну,
half of the guys are
в
concussed,
принципі, хлопці вже такі
and
побиті.
the guys are
Я
pretty
їм кажу,
banged up.
відтягніться в будівлю назад.
And I'm telling them, guys, fall back to the building behind you.
Знаєш, тут уже трохи я дав слабину і так пожалів і злякався за них. Кажу,
I got afraid for them, and I
відходьте
tell them,
назад.
come on, guys,
І вони
let's
відходять
move.
назад,
So
і я
they're moving
думаю,
back, and I'm
та ні,
thinking,
ну що це ми маємо давати позиції?
yeah, what the fuck, why do we need to give up the
Я говорю,
position?
Легіон, давай, ти можеш штурманути назад? Він каже,
So I'm asking Legion, can you storm backwards?
можу.
And he says, yeah, I can do
він
it.
починає
So
штурмувати
he
підерів.
does. He goes backwards. He goes back. He storms Russians.
Давить,
He's
заганяє їх в ангар.
pushing,
І прикол
pushing them to the hangar.
в тому, що
And the funny thing
криша
is, the
цього
roof
ангара
of this
пробита, і ми
hangar
їх бачимо
has a
з
hole,
безпілотника,
and we see them from the
саме
UAV.
росіян. Я їм кажу,
And I'm
слухай,
telling
там
him,
уже
listen, there's-
дуже сильно вузький простір, давай,
there's
кажу, ми
not-
попробуємо закинути в кришу зараз пару мін.
There's a hole in the roof. We can try and drop a couple of mines on
Не
them.
будемо ризикувати.
Let's not risk
На
it.
що я від пораненого легіона отримую відповідь в рацію. Я їх загнав, я їх і доб'ю.
Legion told me, I put them there. I'll finish them off.
Найбільша складність, знаєш,
The
для
most
воїна
difficult
тут
thing for
найбільший
a
азарт.
warrior is the gambling factor.
Ти запалюєшся, бо
You're getting heated.
тут лише майстерніше виживе.
There's only the guy with better skill is gonna survive. Guys, how is your mood? Tell me on the radio, guys. Tell me why the fuck did you made me participate in all this bullshit? Which bullshit? This whole fucking bullshit. I'm just asking you, man.
Тоха. Зачем ти мене втягнув?
Tocha, why did you put me in a situation like this?
Недоступне житло для учасників бойових дій.
There's affordable
Яка більше
affordable apartments for participants in the combat
нравиться?
actions. I like that apartment. Should I take it? I like the one on the left.
Так, а що тут?
What do we have here?
О, туалет.
Oh, toilet.
Жіночий,
That's a ladies one. I need to the guys one. Okay. Turning off my cam.
Они как волнами действуют, как в игре.
Waves.
То есть
They're doing
одна
waves like in a
волна
video game.
пробежала.
Wave after
Если ты
wave.
его уничтожил,
If you kill the
бежит
first
вторая
wave,
волна.
there's a
То
second wave.
есть, первые люди, которые
Yo, Russians are literally a fucking mobs from Dota, bro.
заходят, они там в соседний, допустим, от тебя дом пытаются занести там БК, гранаты.
So when they enter like a position, they immediately start like supplying like grenades, like ammunition,
вооружение. Если вы
weaponry.
их уничтожили,
If you kill those guys,
забегает следующая группа.
another wave
пользуется
comes in
всеми
and uses the same fucking shit that the first group
этим
had.
БК. То есть патронами, там, гранатами. Если вы уничтожили вторую
If
группу,
you destroy the second
может
wave,
попытаться забежать третью.
they may try the third wave even.
Вот. Если там все три, короче, были
If all three waves are
или там
dead,
уничтожены, начинается минометный обстрел. Так
then they do the mortar shelling.
они работают. И
That's how they
получается,
do it.
минометный обстрел заканчивается.
And after the
и в
mortar
рации нам
shelling,
говорят, что двигается как бы пехота противника.
Another infantry wave is coming.
Пытается нас обойти там по флангу.
And they're
и так
trying
далее.
to flank us or
Вот, я
something.
понимаю, что как бы я не особо там в состоянии.
So I understand
сейчас
I'm not in a
вести
good condition
бой.
to fight.
Получается, у меня перед глазами была вот картинка, как бы.
I saw a picture
она так
that-
постоянно ездила там вверх, вниз, там. Тебе
I
надо
saw a picture with my eyes and it would constantly went up and
включиться
down and
и
everything.
держать сектор, чтобы вас не обошли.
But I had to hold the sector not to get
Понимал,
surrounded.
что
I
если что-то в
understood
этой
that
картинке поменяется, то
if
есть
something's gonna happen,
вылезет противник, грубо
if there's
говоря,
gonna be
он
enemy in
придет,
front of
ну,
me,
то есть я его, короче, уничтожу.
I will have to kill him.
Міна в дом,
That's it.
і я помог йому
А
просто
mine-
вилізти з дому.
A mine hit the a mortar shell hit the house and I had to get him out
І укрити його, тому що його тошнило. Я помню,
because he was
конкретно.
concussed. He was puking.
Становилось хуже, но он
It was
собирался
getting
с
worse,
собой и конкретно
but he
держал
gathered
сектор,
himself and he was holding the
нас не
sector,
обошли.
so we wouldn't get surrounded.
Да.
А тут вниз.
Вот, да. И вот это. Ты отсюда будешь бить? А? Отсюда
You're gonna hit them from here? No, I'm gonna go outside.
Рука, рука, рука.
My arm, 300. Hey guys, anyone here? Guys. Little dog. They're shooting through this corridor on the left, be careful. We have to go one by one. First, second, and to the end without stopping. Yo, fucking bullets whizzing by, holy shit.
На одній позиції вагнера були на першому
That's
поверсі,
fucking
на другому
crazy.
поверсі було троє наших, один з них тяжкий неходячий 300. На другому поверсі було троє наших. Позиції вагнера були на першому поверсі, на
Wagners were on the first
другому
floor.
поверсі було
On
троє
the
наших,
second
один
floor we had 3 guys.
з них тяжкий неходячий
One
300.
heavy wounded, couldn't
І
move.
вже що в вагнерів, що в наших кінчились гранати, і в
And
цей
nobody
момент
had
у наших
grenades
остається
anymore.
на трьох півмагазина.
And we have half a mag left in with our guys.
Я приймаю рішення з сусідньої позиції відтягнути людей.
I'm making a decision to pull some people from the nearby position.
Вони почали
So that they would
просто
start
закладати в вікна воги, стрілкатньою,
shooting at the Wagner's
щоб задавити
positions
підерів, щоб хлопці
to push
встигли
them so the
випрыгнути
guys
з другого
could
поверху.
have some time to jump out of the second
І вони
floor.
починають давити.
So the
Леся мені кричить,
the guys are pushing,
що у нас бик на ісході, хай швидше випригує. Я виходжу,
and I'm being told that the guys need to jump out pretty quick. They don't have a lot of
на того
ammo.
питаю, що ти не випригуєш? Він каже,
I'm asking the guy why you're not jumping out.
він
He
300,
says
не ходячий, я не можу.
the guy
його
is
тут
300. He can't move. I can't leave him
поставити.
here.
Я вже просто починаю кричати в рацію, кажу, якщо ти зараз не візьмеш його, не
I'm literally, I'm then yelling in the radio. If you don't take him now
викинеш у вікно,
and
не
not gonna
випригнеш
drop
за
him
ним,
from the second
говорю,
floor and not gonna jump after
ти там
him,
останешся з ним вдвох.
you're gonna stay with him forever
Пізда.
there.
І просто в один момент мені Лисий
And
кричить,
at one moment I
все,
hear,
вони вийшли, вони
Okay,
вийшли.
they
І
got
той
out, they got
все-таки він рішився викинути
so he basically threw the heavy wounded guy
тяжкого 300 в вікно, сам
in the window.
випригнути.
He jumped.
And, і в
and,
результаті ще потім 300 врятований.
In the result, they all survived, even the heavy wounded guy.
Він вижив, з ним
He
все
lived.
нормально.
He's all good. That's crazy, man. Second floor. I mean, this is the second floor. If you're heavily wounded, could be even higher than this, by the way. That's crazy. Yeah. No, the Russians were on the first floor. These guys were on the second floor. They started suppressing Russians on the first floor. From the another team started doing that.
Що это? Это 150.
He says, "What the fuck is that?
Потому
It's
что она
150,
слышит,
right?
слышит.
Because it doesn't fucking whistle."
О, да, заехали мы, конечно, знатно.
Yeah, we're here in the fucking ass.
Добре, ти таке пропустив. Тут нас фосфорочка накрила.
Bro, you missed a
А
lot.
тебе немає.
We got hit and you're not here.
Хлопці наші є.
We see some guys there. That's crazy.
Бачиш, що коїться?
You see what's happening? Oh, it's incendiary?
Треба доступ кисню, блядь, якось перекрити.
You need to stop, he says you need to stop the oxygen. I don't think it works like that, right? The incendiary doesn't depend on oxygen. It's the thing that burns, right?
Горить, вигорає далі.
Вигорає, диви, асфальт вигорає.
Look, even the asphalt is burning. I don't know, this doesn't work very well. This blur doesn't work very well. He's searching himself.
Въебало свет. Сюда, сюда. Ага.
Still burns underwater, right? It's even scarier. I don't want to make it too scuffed. I wanted some of it to be shown at least. Okay, so somebody said change the hue to like red or something like that, right? Is that what you said? Or what is it? I can make it like, it's almost like completely dark. Can't see anything at all.
Це з нашого
This is from one of our guys.
Друга навіть.
A friend.
Ми заїжджали разом.
I don't have blur. It doesn't work anymore.
І ми навіть зробили.
Just make a chroma key that turns blood blue or green. I don't think that's gonna work. Right? It just looks silly.
Були фотографію разом.
We had a picture. Okay, this is really bright. If I put it like this, yeah, you still see like super bright spots though. If they're shining on something. Yeah, we need fucking blur, dude.
За добу до цього. І ми по ньому вже бачили, що він не вийде.
So our guy got hit and we understood that he's not gonna go out.
Це було дуже важко запропонувати сфотографуватися.
It was very hard to take a picture.
Мене дуже бентежить, що останні мої...
Oh, so that guy is dead?
За добу до цього.
Oh, they took a picture a day before he died. The guy
по ньому вже бачили, що він не вийде.
When he got wounded, we saw that he's not gonna be able to evacuate.
Бо я думав, що він зрозуміє. Мене дуже бентежить, що останні мої слова...
I was very confused that...
А це був гарний... Вроді навіть сніг ішов, і було сонечко. І я йому кажу...
I'm telling... The last thing I told him was...
Який гарний день.
It's a beautiful day to die.
Це були мої останні слова.
And it was It was my last words to him.
Потім я з нього достав оцю кулю.
And then I took this bullet out of him.
Кулеметом.
He got hit by a machine gun.
Дуже складній позиції.
He was in a very difficult position.
Він не побоявся, він тягнув свого товариша.
He was not afraid. He pulled his comrade to save him and died himself.
Цьому загинув сам.
Ми його називали Lexus.
We called him Lexus.
Позивний був доцент. Але в нього був Lexus, тому ми його називали Lexus.
Тому він був Лексусом.
Вийде на зв'язок. Гора на зв'язку.
Все нормально, братан. Потолок на голову впав, прикинь. Другий раз.
Выйди на курьеров. Право. Видите? Пацаны, навалите, наша эвакуация вышла.
Guys, shoot! Our guys are evacuating.
Давай навалите в ту сторону,
Come
наша
on.
эвакуация вышла.
Cover fire.
Швидко. А давай тут тоже ты навалишь. Давай. Давайте зі всіх стволів.
Come on. Shoot! Cover fire. Epilogue.
Были переживания, была новая локация, как бы.
This was a new
город,
location, new
были
city.
в городе, я с этим не сталкивался,
And I
еще
didn't
с
fight in
таким
the city.
плотным прям контактом, с такой работой.
Such close
Но
to the enemy,
страха прям не было.
but I didn't
Ну,
really
то
have
есть
the fear.
опасения определенные.
I was
за
suspicious
правильно ли ты
and
решение
I was
принимаешь,
cautious, of course, if
правильно
I'm
ли
making the
там
right
позицию
decisions,
занимаешь,
if the position is
и так
correct,
далее, были.
etc.
Вот.
But
Как правильно там зайти и так
how
далее.
to get
двигаться.
in and
Вот,
out.
ну, чтобы
But
бояться,
like
нет.
straight
Ну,
fear, I didn't
если
have it.
тобой овладеет страх, короче, ты
If
просто уже не
fear is
боишься.
gonna rule you,
Вспомнить сейчас
you're not
все
gonna
ощущения
be a
сложно.
fighter anymore.
Но оно
It's hard to
быстро
remember
проходит,
everything.
Потому что надо решать быстрее.
Because you have to
задачи.
make quick decisions, the
Наблюдать.
feelings go in and out very quickly.
Ну, то есть нету времени даже просто на этот
You
страх.
simply don't have time.
Ну и уже потом со временем даже просто уже устаешь бояться там или чуть-чуть.
Why nobody invented a gun with a periscope function? They did in World War II. Didn't work well.
Либо просто надо выполнять уже задачу и все.
Тебя, когда за день 10 тысяч раз могли убить, это те, которые ты заметил. только.
You can have dozens of times close calls that you noticed.
И еще там столько же, наверное, о которых ты не знаешь.
And many more that you don't know about.
Тебе просто
You just know that
уже нет как бы дела,
there's
то
no
есть ты уже не боишься.
point in fearing.
Это происходит просто постоянно.
Because it
каждую
just helps
секунду тебя
constantly. You
могут убить,
unironically
и
get
чтобы тебя не
used to
убили,
it.
ты должен как бы первый просто действовать.
Да, любой человек, который
Any person
заходит на позиции
who
и
enters a
стоит
position
там и не
and
отходит,
stands
это
there
уже
and doesn't go back,
априори герой.
it's simply a hero already. So
Мы привыкли вот этими, наверное, еще советскими какими-то
we
тезисами говорить,
have
что
some
вот это
Soviet
герой,
thesis
а
that
это
this is a hero and this one
среднестатистический боец.
is like a
Но мы
regular
сами
fighter.
герои.
Everyone,
Я считаю, что мы
everyone's a
себя там
hero.
проявили
I think we
достойно.
did
Мы получили тот
our
опыт,
best.
который
We received
мы
experience
должны были получить для того,
that we
чтобы
needed to
развиваться как
receive
подразделение.
to develop as a unit.
Учтем, но рассказывать о
So
них не будем.
there's definitely some mistakes we're going to learn from, but we're not going to talk about them.
А що там у тебе таке? Покажи.
What do you have there?
Перспективная команда Бахмута. Это ОПЗЖ? Да.
Oh, is this? This is like not a ballot, but a commercial for to vote for a guy as a city administration guy who is from the Russian affiliated party.
Я вибираю краще життя. А покажи з іншого боку. Що там за підери?
Show me those cunts. Damn. It was cool selection of footage. UAV drones in Ukrainian airspace now. What is this? Leaked schematics from the Putin's palace in Gelendzhik. On the plans, you can see two very complicated tunnels that go under the palace, and they're connected with an elevator that goes deep to about 50 meters. This tunnel systems has everything for security. There's anti-fire system, water, sewer. Putin ordered this to be built. Most likely expected bad shit happening to him. It must feel iffy when shit like this is just leaked, you know? You build that for your defense, like fucking leaked, bruh. Alright? right, guys. That's gonna be it for today. I'm super tired, and I'm gonna go to sleep because I woke up early today. But I think it was still alright. Almost 3 hours. I stream every day, however, so follow the channel. Okay. There are more pro-Russian channels than pro-Ukraine. No, I don't think so. I think people either talk about politics on Twitch, or they like Russian bots. I don't think there's like more pro-Russian people. It's just people who are pro-Ukraine don't constantly talk about it. I don't know. But anyway, no, I don't know. Tune in tomorrow. I stream every day. Okay, guys. Join Discord. Join Patreon. I have Patreon. Support me on Patreon. Patreon is based. You can also donate PayPal card, whatever. Use the links in the chat. Thanks for being here. And here's a little heart. And I see you guys tomorrow. Okay? There you go.